Welcome to Canva. Let's take a look around. So Canva, when you first log in, puts you at the home screen. And what you'll notice first is that there's a huge search box, which we'll be talking about and using quite a bit in this course. If you scroll down, it also gives you some suggestions on templates that you may want to try based on things that you've created already. And then it gives you your most recent designs that you've worked on that you can easily access. So you'll notice that there's a top menu in Canva and a left-hand side menu. The left menu can be hidden or shown by just clicking on the three lines in the top left-hand corner. And then you'll notice that you can always get back to the home screen if you navigate away by clicking on the home screen either on the left menu or on the top menu.
So Canva has been in the habit of changing the left menu here quite frequently. They're kind of going through a process of deciding how they're going to set up Canva for schools. So we find that this changes frequently, and it has just changed again within the last couple of weeks. So I just want you to be aware that some of the videos in this course may show the left menu looking a little bit different than it does right now. And in the future, it may change again. So the way it's set up right now is obviously you can get to your home screen at any time by just clicking home on the left menu. They do have now templates on the left menu, which is really the same thing as searching or browsing through templates based on the type of template you're looking for. But there's just different ways to search for templates here now. So let this load. You can search by like categories. You can also search by like the type of presentation. They also have it kind of set up also like for education where, you know, you might find like English or math related. So they have it just set up differently as different ways to browse for templates. I'm going to head back to home though. Where you're going to spend most of your time is at projects. So projects is where you're going to go to find all of your recent work. Now you can see your most recent designs right here, but if I click on projects, you'll notice that there's a drop-down menu here where you can decide what do you want to be viewing. All of the projects that you're involved with, or just projects that you yourself have created, that would be your projects. Or shared with you is projects that other people have shared with you. So you may have students sharing projects with you. So if you only want to view your own projects and not all the student work, you would just click on your projects. Whatever you choose here will remain checked and as the default until you come back and choose and change it. So I'm just going to leave mine at all projects. So this is going to show me everything here that I've created and what people have shared with me. It also, if you scroll down, you can also see folders and templates, images. Also, all of that can be found right up here in this shortcut menu. So if I click on folders, we're going to talk about folders as the class moves on, but you may want to organize some of your designs within folders. Or if you have students sharing with you, you might want to have a folder for each of your classes so that you would just add their work to a particular folder. This is another place where if I go to templates, these are not just templates like for browsing. These are templates that I've created and saved as a template so that I might possibly use them again. And that's where I would find them. Designs are going to be pretty much anything that you've created here in Canva, and so just listing everything that you've ever opened. And images, if I like create something and save it as an image file, or I import an image to use in a project, all of those files will be shown here. And then videos, same thing. If I import a video to use in a project, or if I create a video within Canva, I can see them all right at this videos tab. And if I go to all, I can scroll down and see all of these things. So this is really where you're going to go to find your projects, to reopen them and to continue working on them. Here they do have a tab for Fayetteville Manly, a central school district, and we're probably honestly not going to be using this section very much. However, there is an option to create a group, and so then you can assign items to a group. And so if you choose to work with Canva with your classes that way by making groups for your classes, then you would use this section. We'll be talking about that as the class moves on. Most of you will probably not be doing that. If there also is a way to assign a template to a particular class, and then the students would then turn that work back in. And so that if you choose to assign work that way, the work that gets turned in is shown at this classwork tab, and you can see like it gives you a status, like these are new that I need to review. The rest of this is really like branding is for instance, I might add images like company logos and things. This would be, if I add items here, I can make them available to anybody in my organization to use in their designs. Content planners, this is sort of like, kind of doing like project management software where you can assign a project, and you can assign different people in the project different tasks. Most of you are probably not going to use this. And then there's extra apps that you can choose to kind of install to use within Canva. Some of those we'll touch on as we move through the class.
Let's take a quick look at the top menu. The top menu, obviously, I can go back to the home screen at any time. It also just gives me some shortcuts to different types of templates that are available to be created on Canva. You can create everything from, they have templates for like Instagram and social media stories, but also just typical types of things that you might create in the classroom, like newsletters or flyers or posters. They also have great templates for infographics, and you can do a lot with Canva besides just desktop publishing. It actually allows you to create presentations as well as videos in here as well. You can also use Canva for some basic photo editing. Under features, this really kind of gives you an idea of a lot of the different things that you can find in Canva. For instance, you can search for photos, you can do photo editing, you can change the backgrounds of photos. You can use it to create things like designing t-shirts or the flyers or mugs, but you also can use some of the connected apps and generate things like QR codes, or create Bitmojis or Bitmoji classrooms and things like that in Canva as well. Under the Learn tab, this is a good tab to be aware of. There are some great resources here. They have some courses that have really short, quick videos. You can also find tutorials on specific tasks that you might want to do in Canva. And they also have a blog that kind of discusses like design and just ideas. And they have it for different categories. So for instance, there is one for teachers and students, which has a lot of information about and posts about just ideas for how to use Canva in the classroom. When you look over here at the top section, you can also access the Help Center. So you can search frequently asked questions by clicking on the Help section. If you want to get back to your home, you can just go back to Home. In the Settings section, one of the things that you can do things like you can upload a photo if you want to, but one of the things you might want to check is email preferences and decide when do you want Canva to send you an email. So you could have it anytime someone joins your class, or it could be if someone requests for you to review or they share a document with you. That's how I kind of have mine set up. And so when you get notifications in Canva, you can either get an email notification, but you'll also see notifications under the bell. And so you'll notice that when someone shares a document with you, you'll see that under here as well. And then, of course, in the top right-hand corner, you can see your account. It just shows you that you're logged in and that you're part of the Fayetteville-Manlius School District. The pricing section I didn't mention before. Pricing will show up here because we do have a pro account, but that's because Canva gives all education free accounts. And so if you are interested in purchasing it for like a personal account, or maybe you know someone who has a business who wants to purchase it, they do have information about purchasing accounts as well. But as an educator, you don't need to purchase Canva because they do give you everything for free. So let's head back to the home screen. In Canva, you can create a new design by just clicking on the create a design icon, and this will allow you to create. If I click this, I can create different types of designs, but these will create a blank design. One of the most powerful things about Canva is all of the templates that are already in there. So instead of creating a blank design, you do have the option to start with an existing template. So for instance, in the search box, you can search for different types of documents or files that you might want to make. So for instance, maybe I want to create an infographic. I can just type in the word infographic and just see what comes up. And any of these templates that come up are all editable and customizable. So you can kind of start with something that you like and then customize it with your own information and even your own pictures and graphics as well. You can also, let me go back. You can use, you don't have to keep going back to search, show you the main screen. In addition to searching for the type of template or document you want to use, you can also search by the topic. So let's say I wanted to do something related to weather. I can just type in keywords like weather or civil war, things like that, and I will see some templates that are actually related to weather. And in here, you'll notice that there's all different kinds of documents that are going to come up when you search by topic. So there could be things like calendars that come up, or posters, or some of these are infographics. And when you open one up, you'll be able to edit all of the details of this, which we'll be talking about right in the next section. So starting from a topic is really how most people end up using Canva. So it's kind of interesting to just spend a little bit of time just kind of doing a few searches and see what comes up. Even if you type in something like education, let's just see what comes up. You're going to see all different types of things that are pre-built for education. I can even type something like worksheet, and there's tons of templates for educational worksheets that you can either print off and use, or you can modify and customize them. Learning and to use Canva